Are you a hatchling? Is it time to break out of your shell to discover the magic within? Do you feel like you don't belong anywhere? That you're so geeky, cheeky, and freaky that you're a misfit, and the only place you'll fit is together with us? Well, I'm glad that you found today's video, because in today's episode, I'm here to tell you the story of why I created the Hatchling clan. And if you're new here, assalamu alaikum, merry meet, and welcome back to your daily dose of DragonFaether. My name is Azura DragonFaether, the Draconic Priestess, and today I will be your host and telling you why I created the Hatchling clan Discord server. And the Hatchling clan wasn't originally the Discord. It was actually originally an amino. If you guys don't know what amino apps, it's basically just like a place for a bunch of communities on a bunch of different topics. But unfortunately, the app crashes my phone, so I actually was gonna abandon the Hatchling clan when I jumped off of this channel, and I was going to just continue my life and do my own thing until the pickle chips. For those of you guys who are new, pickle chips is a nickname for one of my dragon guardians that I talk about here on the channel. And essentially one day my dragon guardian Pickle Chips said, if you do not create a Discord server for the Hatchling clan, I will abandon you. And I know that this is very dramatic, okay? I know that many people are like, oh my gosh, your dragon threatening to abandon you is abusive. But you have to understand that me and the pickle have a very unique connection, in a very unique way in which we work, and there's very strict terms of my connection with this dragon guardian. This is very different to pretty much every other dragon that I work with, and especially different to every other dragon that I talk about here publicly on the channel. This is for, what's the word? It's for manifesting a space and co-creating a space that is for all dragon lovers, and a place where all faiths, all religions, and all spiritual practices around the world can be studied and cross-examined, and done so in a non-judgmental way. You see, wherever I went in my entire career, and it started with Pagans and Witches Amino, and get your tea, because this is going to be some tea, okay? When it started with Pagans and Witches Amino, I genuinely was like sponsored by Amino Apps, or Narvi Incorporated, too, and my contracts expired. I can talk about this now. Yay! So basically, I was contracted and contractually obligated to post content about Pagans and Witches Amino, and post and create chats in their like Amino server. And essentially the mods of that server at the time did not like that, okay? So, and they were also not like instructed by like, they weren't instructed by like Narvi in order to, what's the word? Like, know about me. Like, they didn't know about my sponsorship. They didn't know about anything like that. And I think my shoes are getting ruined. So I gotta stand up here. But yeah, so that didn't happen. They didn't like that at all. And so I was eventually like, I got like a strike or something and I couldn't post, and someone told me that I could make my own amino app, and so voila, we made the Hatchling clan. And the Hatchling clan had many of its own, you know, ups and downs, I should say, but eventually I just kind of abandoned the app because a lot happened in my life and a lot happened within the mod team, and there was like a coup in the mod team from like other people in the past and deleting content that I made for you guys and all of that. But essentially it was to have the freedom to be our geeky, cheeky, and freaky selves. And after all the drama and amino, it really affected my mental health, actually, to the point where I never wanted to host a community ever again. And I was totally stuck on that path, okay? I was not gonna do it again. But then, if it wasn't for my pickle chips, the Hatchling clan Discord server wouldn't exist. And essentially, my pickle, or my dragon guardian Pickle Chips, wanted me to create a space that was, what's the word? That was inclusive to everybody, that was for dragon lovers, and a space for all faiths, all religions, and all spiritual practices to congregate and share their experience, discovering their own magic within. And magic doesn't have to mean that you are like a witch, right? Like, the way that the term magic has evolved within modern day times is completely different to what it's been historically defined. And even though there's some of the roots of the historical definition of magic, largely it has evolved depending on each practitioner of magic and what magic means to them and what magic looks like to them. And largely that is due to a reclamation of the word magic and witch and witchcraft. Surprise if you didn't know. But The Hatchling clan was honestly created to be a place for you to not only learn about dragons, but be your geeky, cheeky, and freaky self and have the freedom to discover who you are and discover your own magic within. And knowing that nothing is really off the table, but it's also a place where we discuss problematic ideologies. It's a place for us to connect and keep each other safe. It's a place for us to kind of help each other navigate on resources. If you're a baby witch, for example, and you don't really know where to start, a great place to start is the Hatchling Clan Discord server, because we have so many amazing members who are so skilled and practiced, but also so many beginners who are just like you, and so many resources for you to enjoy, including free classroom chats like Beginner Witches is one of them, and also we have a Draconic Wicca like chat room, we have a Quran class chat room, we have like a Draconian Current chat room, we have like Dragon Magic. We really go all in, and the biggest thing that we focus on is all of the dragon myths from around the world and what dragon magic really means and what working with dragons really means and how each of us are different. But ultimately, it's a place for you to come out of your shell. And I found that my whole life I've been judged for being my geeky, cheeky, and freaky self. Well, I made the Hatchling clan so I would have a place to be my geeky, cheeky, and freaky self and find like-minded people along the way. That's why I invite you to the Hatchling clan Discord server. And, you know, it really has changed my life, and the way that we share information, the way that we learn and engage from each other is so far beyond anything that I could have ever done in my own practice alone. The reason why I created the Hatchling Clan Discord server was ultimately influenced by my Dragon Guardian as an offering to Pickle Chips, but the truth is that every single day that the Hatchling clan exists and that we grow and we chat and we have this magic there together, I am realizing every day what my pickle really wanted me to do with the Hatchling clan. And that was to create a network of individuals for sharing information and cross-referencing belief systems and just sharing our different perspectives, because that is what makes it magic. And that is what helps us really broaden our minds when it comes to working with dragons. And not only just dragons, but anything, okay? Like, I mean anything and everything in your life. When you are open to studying different perspectives, learning about things and like myths and history from around the world, well, guess what? You're gonna actually start to see the connections between all of it. You're going to see how we're more alike than we are different. And that is why the Hatchling clan is ultimately a place for diversity, because the dragons are the face of diversity. Just Google dragon myths across history and you'll see that they're everywhere, in every continent and every island pretty much. And it's all around the world. But if you feel like you don't belong somewhere, if you feel, probably if you're autistic, okay, there's so many autistic people there. If you are neurodivergent, the clan is for you, okay? I didn't make the rules, all right? But we welcome the LGBTQ community. However you choose to identify is your right, and we support that there, because so many of us are geeky, cheeky, and freaky in that sense, and we're not allowed to be who we are. We're judged for it. We're demonized for it. We're bullied and ostracized for it, and you don't deserve that. You deserve a community of people who's going to support you in your own journey, even if you don't feel like you fit in, even if you feel like a freak, even if you feel like a fish out of water in a world that is on land, okay? Please know that the Hatchling Clan Discord is for you if you are geeky, cheeky, and freaky and you feel like you don't fit in but you want to discover the magic within, okay? So that's why I created the Hatchling Clan Discord server, and I hope that this video finds you well, even if it's just a little random lore drop, because it's about the freedom. It's about fighting for freedom. It's about fighting for you and your path and your right to express that. Like, we really embrace the First Amendment right over in the Hatchling Clan, which is the right to religious freedom. And all that means is you have the right to practice what you want, okay? You have the right to believe what you want in a religious sense, and we support that, okay? All we do over there is like debunk and discourage like harmful ideologies. Oh no, my lovelies, I was editing and the footage was gone. What do I do? But anyway, all I was trying to say is that the Hatchling Clan Discord server is a recreated version of the Hatchling Clan Amino and made just for you to connect with like-minded individuals, other dragon lovers, learn about religion, spirituality, and faith-based practices from around the world, and also to share your story with us. We'd love to get to know you, so please don't forget to click that first link down in the description box down below and let us know, okay? Let us know about you, join us, we would love to hear from you, and also leave in the comments if you are a hatchling in the Hatchling clan, what your experience is like in the Hatchling clan. I would love to hear your experience, and like if you have like a review of the community, both good, bad, and ugly, I would love to hear it. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and definitely stay tuned because tomorrow we start next week, which is an introduction to what a spirit dragon clan is. So you're not going to want to miss that, and I will be giving personal examples all week next week from my own personal spirit team. So it's going to be a really good time, and I'm super excited. But until next time, little hatchlings! Good office, blessed be. Amen. And please follow me so I don't get lost.
We'll see you back next time.